Okay, Shane.
Yes.
Scorecard.
So India right now are sitting at 226 for 5, which means they have a 49 run lead. Bit of a mixed second session, at least to start with. Because very first ball we saw Kohli ended up departing courtesy Todd Murphy. Then Surya came on, showed a bit of attacking intent early on.
Got off the mark in Test cricket with the boundary.
With the boundary, similar to his T20 debut where he got off on the mark with a 6. I remember that. And then he kind of slowed down a tad, but 20 balls later, Nathan Lyon got rid of him. The good news for India is that Rohit Sharma and Ravindra Jadeja have put up a 50-run stand. They've looked very solid, and in fact, India's lead right now is also that of 49 runs. So as things stand, India in a very commanding position. They'll be very happy, especially considering you still have the likes of Akshar Patel and KS Bharat to come.
Absolutely, but this session and this test match so far has belonged to two individuals. When I'm not counting Todd Murphy, yes, he will have a better day as the game progresses. But Rohit Sharma. 6th century as an opener for him. And just like how it revived his white ball fortunes now, red ball cricket now, he is one of the best in the business at this point in time.
Not bring the stat. I'd written a stat on your...
Oh yes, Nikhil had tweeted out a stat.
Yeah, wait,
2013.
You should have got it made now.
You said to send it to you next.
Yeah, that but I'm saying just generally, could have saved it to use it here. Because that would have illustrated how we are saying, or how Siddharth mentioned, that 2013 Rohit became an opener. Rest, as they say, is history. In white ball cricket. 2019 October tour versus South Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, and but I thought we could have taken this.
Yeah.
And since then he's averaging 60 plus.
60.
Now it will be 60 plus.
Yes.
Averaging 60 plus, 600s.
600s.
And outstanding Rohit has been. And as I said, often we use it as a cliche that, batting on a different pitch, but he definitely is.
Absolutely.
By the way, before we get into the wickets to fall, any realignment of what you think India would get in terms of lead? You had said 200, you had said 150.
I still stand by it.
Still think India can get 150?
Yeah.
Rohit is still there. Jadeja is looking good. I don't see why they shouldn't go past 150, 200.
Gents, they are still about 50 runs short of 100.
Yes.
Right?
They need 101 runs to even get to what I'm predicting right now.
Yeah, so I'm saying they are 5 down. If they were to lose a wicket or two, then you've got Bharat, Akshar Patel, who can still bat.
Yeah.
But 2 wickets, 3, 4. I'm saying below 150 lead.
Even then, that could be a clincher.
Could be. But all I said was, see how things change. Yesterday, I think we should make a shot of this. A shot. Take out all. So, our friend Siddharth had said 300 plus lead.
Ideal, yes.
Yesterday.
Yes.
After the first session today, the 300 plus lead became
200.
And now,
still I maintain.
you're maintaining that.
Yeah, 150 I'm
Just now he's saying 120 is also.
No, that's
always.
I just said that I'm saying below 150. You said even that is
a clincher. It could
be a clincher.
Could be a clincher.
It will be a clincher. I have no doubts about that.
Yep.
If India get 150 run lead, I think they will still be the favourites to win.
Absolutely.
Overwhelming favourites, let me add.
Yeah.
Yes, because the Australian bowlers are made to toil a lot more, especially the spinners. For the Indian spinners, it seems to be like a piece of cake. Hit the right lens. Australia's anyway generational problem of spin bowling is out in the open.
So AUS has said 120 will be the lead. I kind of agree with him. 120.
Yeah.
And Sai is saying, why am I negative? I'm not negative. I'm trying to be realistic.
Yeah.
See, it's a test match. Just after the first hour of this day, seemed like 300, I would have agreed. Suddenly it changes, it looks less. Then till lunch it's looking good. Then you lose
2 wickets.
2 wickets, important wickets at that, Virat Kohli and Surya Kumar Yadav. And then things change. And I know this is a good partnership, but I'm saying you've got to be prepared for the worst.
Yes.
And I'm guessing, if I'm realistic, the lead is going to be somewhere 150, slightly less than 150 is where I'm going. Because you still remember 100 more runs to come. And mind you, it won't get easy now post T to bat on.
Yeah.
Somebody said that the new ball is due, but I don't think the new ball is going to trouble the Indian team that much.
Maybe if you want to look at it, Boland at one end, ideally Boland at the other end, and Lyon, that skid he will get because of his action. He can use the new ball to that advantage. But if Cummins does it, then that advantage is unfortunately lost because he's kind of been under par with the ball in this match. So
Shane, you're going with what lead?
I still say they'll get to 150.
Davis Cricket has a question, very interesting one. Is there any possibility of Australia winning? Are you going to give them any chance?
I will give them a chance if your top 4 manage to erase that deficit when they come out to bat in the second innings.
Give me realistic. So India take how much lead?
Okay, assuming
for Australia to win.
They have to restrict into under 100 lead.
Can that happen now?
I don't think so.
So then tell now.
So Davis Cricket,
I'm assuming they go to 150 lead. Assuming best case scenario.
If it is a 150 run lead, best for India, I don't see Australia winning.
Okay, so you answer that.
Yeah, same. I think you'll have to see a collapse in the third session. Then Australia kind of.
Are you seeing a collapse? He wants to know. Is there a possibility?
No. I mean, there's always a possibility, but I don't see a probability.
Not probable.
No.
Possible. Yeah, I would also give them about a 10% chance of winning this test.
Yes.
I know that I mean, funny things have happened in Test cricket, and teams have won from even worse situation than where they are. Here at the moment, it's not that much tilted in India's favour, because at the end of the day, the lead is about 40-50, and you've got 5 wickets in hand. Assuming the lead goes to 100, there are teams that have covered up much more than that and won. Correct. Also, you got to be mindful, if the pitch does break up, then we have discussed that 100 chasing 4th innings could be tough. In which case, let's say best case scenario for Australia, 100 run lead, which will be a bare minimum now that India have 5. So you then get about
100. If it's 100 for 2, 100 for 2
I'm
for
saying
Australia.
100 run lead.
Yeah.
Australia can get 200. Can.
Yes, they can.
Right?
Yeah. They can.
Which means 100 for India to chase. It can be tricky.
It can
be. On a pitch which is breaking apart? Yes. 100%.
Absolutely.
Can be. But I see the chance, maybe not 10, maybe 20%. Not more than that.
At most.
Everything has to fall into place for Australia to pull
that collapse that you mentioned, it has to happen in this session.
Yeah, it has to. If it doesn't happen in this session,
then that's it. The horse is bolted. That's the problem with Australia. And looking at it, see, Jadeja and Rohit have eased into that position now. They have gotten their eye in. Now, if they throw, because see, look at the wickets that fell. Virat's wicket was a throwaway.
Now on second thought, I'm thinking 100 run lead. Is the game on? Game is on.
Game is on.
Yeah, 100%.
100 run game is on. 150.
India will be sweating.
India would be happy.
Will be very happy.
Will be very happy, of course.
Yeah. Because, as Nikhil said, the pitch is only going to get worse from this point in time.
And you're batting 4th.
You're batting 4th. And already, you are 150, suppose.
How about being more positive? 150 run lead and India get them 4.
Very much.
177
in the best batting conditions. There's no reason to think India can't bundle them out for under 150. None whatsoever.
Yes. That's why. Australia, their main problem is they haven't been able to utilize whatever were the best batting conditions in all their subsequent tours prior to this.
Actually,
and it's continued even now.
Yeah, because yesterday you noticed that after Australia were dismissed, the Indians weren't having that many problems.
Yep.
And so if they had to be patient, keep some wickets in hand, they didn't have to have those 3 collapses. Yeah. And I think they could have said that you could have easily gotten to 200, 250, which would have actually been...
Let me just highlight the 2 major points here. Okay, the mode of dismissals. Okay, Khwaja done in by swing, late swing. Warner done in by pace,
ironically.
Very surprisingly. Smith beaten by a beaut. So was Labuschagne.
Correct.
Renshaw also technical deficiency. Carey gifted his wicket away. So out of the top 6 that you've had, 5 were dismissed by Butes. 1 was a throwaway.
Which is Alex Carey.
Alex Carey. But India, look at it. KL Rahul, poor shot. Virat Kohli, poor shot. Ashwin, okay, good ball. Surya,
let's talk about them in detail. The 2 wickets to fall in this session.
Virat.
Okay. Let's start with Virat. Thoughts on Virat's dismissal?
Absolute gift. And
I mean, I am absolutely fuming.
Away from the stumps, away from your pads, you could legit just let it be. He goes for a tentative, won't his shot, gets a bit of bat, and Alex Carey, to be fair, did really well to catch, but again, gift.
So the entire gambit has happened. If he tries to play on the front foot, ball spinning in, can crash into the stumps, doesn't play the sweep, gets strangled down the leg side, gets troubled by left arm spin. Murphy's law in Virat Kohli's case, for spin. The whole gambit has been achieved.
He's gotten out like this before, I remember.
Yes.
I just kind of recall this down the leg side.
Down the leg side he has. I think against England only, I think it happened.
Moeen Ali would trouble him a lot with that.
My thoughts on Virat's dismissal. Firstly, I think a lot of the blame lies with Siddharth also. Because he was building up to 100, incoming, loading, Virat Kohli.
On 10th of each month it had happened.
Because he kept giving stats, 10th of every month.
From December 10th, January 10th, now this.
But February 10th was...
February 10th was a disaster.
So first thing, he jinxed him. Second, which went against him, coming back from a lunch break. First ball. Happens. It takes time for your concentration to come in. But all the more reason, had it been you know what usually happens when you play that first ball right after a break, it's usually the stump to stump line that can trouble you because you can get caught like before. Why? Because you're tentative, your feet are not moving. So you can get out like that. And that's a good ploy for a bowler to have right after a break.
Yes.
But what you do when you're restarting, it's just like a start of anything. Anything that's wide of leg, you leave, you shoulder arms in Test cricket. Basics, right? You always. I have no idea, and I'm sure when Virat keeps looking at it, he'll keep cursing himself. That had that been, you know, in the middle of the inning where he was chasing, let's say, a 50 or 100, and that then you understand he sees, hey, down the leg side, easy ball, let's get a 4. But first ball right after lunch is something you should have left.
Lunch. We are talking about, you talk about batsmen. That ball was a right after lunch first ball by even Murphy. Nowhere near where you would want it to land it, and still ends up getting a wicket somehow.
Absolute gift. Christmas came early.
Christmas came early for Murphy. And imagine now, he's gotten Pujara, he's gotten Rahul, he's now got Kohli. What a debut.
And I'm taking nothing away from Todd Murphy. Absolutely fantastic debut he's having. Could have had a 5-4. But the Rahul wicket we discussed yesterday was kind of a gift. Bit tentative. I know that the ball stopped a bit after pitching, but yet fully confident KL Rahul should have whipped it, or any other batsman should have gone for it.
Pujara wicket also was a gift, fell to the trap.
Pujara trap, this, and out of all the people, Pujara, like the one who has the most amount of patience, he fell for that. And so was the case with Virat Kohli. That dismissal.
That was the gift of all gifts, really.
Yes. The icing on the top of the cake.
Oh yeah, the icing of the gift cake.
Exactly. And that is why it is. I was very, very infuriated with that, because come on, he looked so good with those 2 boundaries and the way how he was moving around in the crease. Thanks Nikhil, thank you for that comment.
Don't bother about that. I'll turn that down.
Then Surya Kumar Yadav started off with a boundary. We thought, okay, this is the X factor we were wanting to see, but Test cricket bites you back in a very, very hard way. And Nathan Lyon.
What do you reckon? Because clearly that dismissal shows you that he has a long way to catch up in Test cricket. He is absolutely outstanding in T20 cricket, where he can play all his shots. But here, your defense has to be outstanding. Your basics. I'm not saying that Surya doesn't have that. He's played a lot of domestic cricket. He's captain Mumbai. So it's not that. By the way, it's also incorrect to just think of him as a T20 basher. He's not. He's only matured into a different level T20 batsman now. His base has always been strong. But my point is it strong enough to be in the elite Test batsmen of the country? So that's a question that we need to look for answers. Again, this is his debut. You don't want to make a call on the first dismissal that he's had. Of course, he should be given more chances. But I'm saying this, I don't know how you guys see it, but I'm seeing it like that there's pressure on KL Rahul.
Yes.
Yeah.
He knows probably 4 more innings or whatever. And that pressure is primarily because there's a Shubman Gill sitting out. So that entire pressure now on KL Rahul would be shared by Surya Kumar Yadav.
Because there's Shreyas Iyer waiting in the wings.
Yes, and I'm saying forget Shreyas if he's not there. Even if you had one spot available and you want to put in Shubman, one argument will be bring it as an opener, KL goes out. But now others can say bring him in the middle order, Sky goes out.
Yeah.
Yep.
So because of the fight for places, even Sky is going to be under close scrutiny. And again, as much as I'd want him to get more chances, he may not get too much simply because once Iyer is fit, he walks in.
Yes.
Correct.
So make use of the chances you get.
I know, and he may get only one chance here because if India get a big lead, he may not bat in the second innings.
If they get a big lead, then you're most likely staring
Exactly.
at
Then
it.
all the pressure will be on in the Delhi test. Then that's the fine line that you walk in because there is so much depth and talent. The problem of plenty. There's so much in Indian cricket. One missed opportunity. That's it. Way down the pecking order.
Yeah, and you wait for your chance again.
Then you'll be like an RAC or there's no RAC than the Indian cricket team. It's a PQWL or RLWL then. PQWL is pooled quota waiting list. Remote location wait list is RLWL.
It's sort of a bunch of things I had no idea about.
Train reservation.
Train reservations. Okay, just a couple of points I wanted to take. Mir Shah saying, never like it when Kohli smiles after getting dismissed. It's not funny from team perspective and he's sending us love from Boston. I don't think he's laughing on the state of the team. So let's cut him some slack.
Yeah.
I think he's laughing as in like
at his own fate.
like
that I got out of this?
Yeah, like this? Like what are you doing?
Jethalal Kismat, no. He got out his own Jethalal Kismat. That's how. That's how you have to be. Fatalistically, you have to be self-depreciatingly, you have to smile.
These analogies I don't understand. BK is saying batting becomes easy for Jadeja initially because Australian spinners keep bowling to right-handed batsmen. It took time for bowling lines to change to the left-handed batsman. That's possible.
Yes.
That's possible. And one reason I think they are also bowling a lot round the wicket, I think is they're trying to create rough for the right-handed batsman. Because they know that might come into play in the 4th inning. So I don't know whether that's one of their ploys, something they're looking at. Akash Bhardwaj's question, let's take that.
Given choice, who will you give man of the match, Rowe or Jaddu? Nick sir, take care, yes. Based on the current situation, I would give it to Jadeja. If the match is won by tomorrow, day after, whenever.
Then all-round show.
All-round show. All-round show.
Also, don't forget, if India end up getting a big lead, and then Jadeja starts with the ball again.
Who's your choice?
I would go with Jaddu. Mainly because Jadeja. I always feel there's this bias towards giving.
He set up the game.
Yeah.
But see, there's an argument to be made on Rohit's. Assuming, let's say, Jadeja doesn't get too many runs with the bat. They'll say that in a game when nobody else even got a half century.
Oh, yes.
The man goes and gets.
Jaddu gets a half century then.
I'm saying, assuming that Jadeja
he gets out
doesn't
now.
get too many runs.
Then yes.
If in a game was only nobody's got a half century and man gets you 150 odd, which he could easily
do,
yes.
Then he comes in. But again, I say it's too early in a test match.
And
because even one innings of both teams is not over. So the first inning of the match is not over. So I still think that there's a lot to play for, and funny things happen in a test match from day 3 onwards. Things happen so fast that it's frantic pace. So
I know.
Maybe there could be another guy who just comes into the talk of the match. Also. You never know.
See, Australia, if they have to stare at a big deficit, they can only look at 1992. 256 they were all out in the first innings. On an absolute featherbed in Sri Lanka. That Sri Lankan team, they had Murli, they had all the other greats. Ari, Aravinda De Silva was there, Ranatunga, everybody, the greats. Sri Lanka notched off 500 plus. They had a lead of 250. What now? Because Australia had not won a match in Asia for close to a decade. Australia, everybody they did a century. 50s all the way down till number 10, 11. They gave Sri Lanka a lead of 180, target 4th innings. Won by 16 runs. So funnier things can happen. But this Indian cricket team, I don't see them cluster collapsing frequently, like how the Australians did. That's why this depth
but
until
funny
9.
things have happened, as in this is not when India had it fourth.
They've taken the new
Yeah,
ball.
looks like they've taken the new ball.
Yeah, but they needed something to happen.
Cummins.
They lost that test match to England, that final test where India were in a great position.
Yes.
England batted really well. Same thing happened in South Africa.
Yeah.
Both test matches. After you had won the first test, both test matches, winning positions, you lost.
Lost, yes.
So again, there's plenty to play for. So let's just be, let's hold our horses. Just take last, Nitish.
Yeah, Nitish. Hello everyone. My prediction for score 350 to 400. Okay. Hope Rohit gets 200. We hope so
350 would be another 120 runs.
120 runs, yes.
More.
Yep. So that means you would have a lead of around 170.
Yeah.
Oh, no ball.
Yeah.
Cummins.
Pat Cummins with
I am on leave today, so it will be a great weekend watching sports today. Thank you, Nitish. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your company.
Yep.
We are not on leave, but we enjoy coming here and
Absolutely, absolutely.
being in the company of you guys. So that's all fun. I would want to leave, but I can't. Not me. My throat would definitely want to leave.
Exactly. So we
love the test match so much. There's no way.
Yep. Test match, and this is the best series that you can get. India versus Australia Border Gavaskar Trophy.
Absolutely.
So supercharged, as always. So we'll be back for the end of day. And
honey, lemon, ginger tea.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, all the jaddi booties.
All the
jaddi booties inside.
Yes. Okay, bye-bye, vanakkam.
Bye.